the BYU Cougars and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Offense with jumbo personnel. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't.
Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Right back to it. Finding some room.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early.
Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
Trying to run, it's Bishop. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. They were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires toward the target. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Man, no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Bishop. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Fires the pass, intercepted.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Martin. There he goes. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Defense looks as if it's coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Martin. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Breaks the tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is good. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. To the air on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Bachmeier.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route. Coming from the slot receiver, they get the completion.
BYU right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Bachmeier. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking.
Looking deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Vols will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Dell. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. On the move at the 30. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in, it's Lions.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. Fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you
fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it left. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here. Let your defense...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough.
He makes a grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass.
Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Dell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final play of the quarter coming. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Fourth down, tie game. They don't have to go for it, but it looks as if they will. On fourth down, going to the air. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.